Yep, so Docus is dead, Gusan's dead, Kocho's dead, Fila was dead, and Tarletti is just unconscious. So at the end of it...
So far Sheila and Tarletti lived. How about the grunts and rookies? Are there...
Well, you killed nearly a third of them. And there's only one left alive. He's back here. Okay, so there's still the slaves in the building underneath where you are. Who did the heal? Sorry, who did the first aid? It was Freya, wasn't it? Okay, I'll do the first aid on the other guys because no one's got any real spare magic points. So
the Rubber Runner has 7 points. They can do 3
That's
more.
part of the reason why I want to search Susan, see if he's got some sort of Gar crystal or anything.
Okay, just give me a bit. Just having to bring up all these other tunes and see where they're all at.
No worries, mate. I know you're in mourning. We'll give you a break.
The witch of a bitch is all good. She escaped with a half-mauled leg.
Might be a problem in the future.
Oh, she's got one in one hand.
So, Rubble Runner, Usha is on 2 hit points. She's on -4 in the right arm and 1 point in the chest. So you can cast.
So.
Yep, you can do three lots or.
Yeah. I think 3 on the that was negative. So.
Yep, cool. She can now use her arm and she can now stand up. Okay, so that's the Rubble Runner left on 1 magic point.
I still have magic points, but I don't have.
Vin is the next one I'd need to look at. Okay, Vin just needs a first aid done on the leg and the arm. Just those 2, but his arm's at -3 and his leg is at -1. So I'll just get because he got hit, but at the same time when he fell onto his arm and broke his arm. Thankfully, it maxed out the damage that he could actually take.
That's right. Failed his jump roll.
Yeah.
So from that, you only killed 1 person, and then they managed to divine intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah, killed Ronaldo for Ronaldo to turn up 3 seconds later. Okay, D3. Okay, 1 point back on the arm. And again. Okay, 1 point on the arm, 2 points on the leg.
So you're still minus on the leg then, yeah?
Minus on both. The leg is in positive territory, but the arm is still negative.
Oh, okay. No more shooting the bow.
Can I also point out that we're in the middle of the rubble, no magic points?
Yep, and you still haven't even gone anywhere near the tower or freed any of the prisoners.
Let's go lock ourselves in the room with the prisoners. And wait for it.
Yeah, when we get everyone like not dying, then we can go for it.
Okay. So Vin's been stabilized. Ronaldo's all got a little bit of damage, but not too bad. Freya's okay. Bolg is at least alive now. So Bolg is 0 in his right arm. So he can't use his right arm, but he's actually up and awake. It was pretty shitty healing. So you're on 0 now, so you can't use it, but you're not incapacitated as such.
So in a sling?
Yeah, effectively. Vin's left arm is a mess still, but his leg is at least now sort of not so bad. Not worried about Ronaldo there. Billet's all good. Yeah. Fazila asks, can she do something to heal Tarletti? Will you allow her to?
Yeah, as long as I'm next to her.
Okay.
Has Taleti asked for ransom?
Taleti's unconscious. You pretty much take that as a given that Fazila says she'll vouch for her. Okay.
Yeah, just like Sandine or Freya. I think Sandine just be there next to me just to make sure that if she wants to do something stupid, she doesn't live for it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So she leaves her leg still a wee bit damaged, but she's healed her arm. So she's actually a lot better condition now. And the other one, Taleti. Yep. Okay, so Fazila's healed herself a bit and healed Taleti to the point that Taleti can wake up and can function, but is still actually damaged. The other dude, the grunt, he's pretty beaten up, but and his left arm's a bit of a mess, but he just sort of first aids himself. Okay, so.
And Tarleti does.
Yes, Taleti yields. Yep, Taleti believes that everything has a price, yep, and her life is definitely worth the money. Okay, Fazila's ransom is 500 lunas, and Taleti's is 1,000 lunas.
So where do we get that ransom from? That's not directly from them, is it?
Taleti's is, but Fazila's, Fazila's from the cult.
So you're going to have to go to your own temple and ask for money for this person you've captured.
I'm not doing that, man. I'm sending billet.
Yeah, like she'll send a message to do it, but it'll take a bit of time to get the money from her. She says, in fact, what she can do is stand as surety is that she has funds inside from the group funds that she can pay the 500 ransom out of.
Those funds are ours. Those funds are ours. You got no funds inside.
Yeah, I think we should. Also, after we have searched the tower and made sure that there is nothing more in here that is going to kill us, I think we should send like maybe me and Ronaldo back to the city and talk with people and get rest of our shit in here.
I've got like 10 minutes left before I have to go, so I came back. I can escort. Which one's the Maman Gore? Mamister Gore?
Fazila. So at the moment, there's still a shed full of slaves in that building underneath where the big bad is dead, and there's still a whole tower.
Okay. So I want to. Can I check out rifle through the pockets of Gusan?
Oh yeah, you were doing that, weren't you?
Yeah. See if he's got anything worth me taking.
A smashed up shield, a battle axe, a great axe.
A great axe.
Great axe.
Is that two-handed? Or is it one-handed?
It is indeed. It's two-handed.
I'm one-handed. Might be worth a penny to sell.
Okay. He has an armband that Billet is very quick to sort of point out. That should go into group funds. Very important that goes into the group.
Okay, not for me then. That's cool. Has he got anything else? Just the armband?
That's the really obvious one. That's silver. Hang on, I'm just getting down the rest of the sheet. Okay.
So
there's a great axe, a broadsword, a couple of throwing daggers, and he's wearing heavy leather on trousers and arms, but he's got a heavy scale halberd and plate greaves and van braces. That's right. I can do it all up. But basically, the only thing that's of interest there for him was that armband.
Was he a Windlord?
No. No, he only cast a couple of points of magic through the whole thing. But the spirit in an armband, which he was trying to get done, except for the fact that everyone hit him within like freaking moments of each other, had cast Counter Magic 3 and Strength on him. And it also has Heal 4 in it. So it's an armband worth quite a bit of money with Counter Magic 3, Heal 4, and Strength in a Spirit.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Good. I don't think we should.
I could do with using it to heal myself.
It's pretty empty at the minute.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I might take his scale Greaves and Vambrances.
So he's got plate Greaves and he's got plate Greaves and Vambraces and a scale hallwork, and then leather trousers, and so basically he's got heavy leather trousers and shirt, and then he had the scale hallwork over the top to cover his chest and abdomen, and then he had plate Greaves and Vambraces that went over top of like the leather trousers and shirt.
Cool. So I've got Cavalli at the moment, Greaves and Vambraces.
What's your size?
So, my size, yeah, can't believe we're checking their sizes. I am size 15.
Okay, that may actually work. His size is 18, so that basically the plate Greaves and Vambraces, not an issue. But I would say that the scale hallwork would be a challenge.
That's right. I've already got a scale hallwork. What's the additional weight for those versus Cavalli?
2 versus 1, I think it is, for each one.
So is that 8 in total for those versus 4?
Hang on, I'll just have a quick look.
I think they're 2 and 2. 4 together, plate Greaves and Vambraces.
Okay, so plate Vambraces are 2, and plate Greaves are 2 as well. So Kiaboli is 1. Yeah, so it's an extra point of encumbrance. So it's an extra 2 points of encumbrance.
Okay, cool. So we go from 6 to 8. Sweet. And armor point wise, do they go? Is that 5?
So 6 armor points.
6 armor points. Wow.
Yep. But they also do a -10 on your move quietly.
Oh well, I'm not that fussed about that.
In fact, all up it's a -25 between the two of them.
That's cool. Let's me move quietly. So my move quietly is now currently at
negative something or other.
Well, yeah, it will only go to 0, which is weird. It should be negative, but it's 0.
When you go to roll it, it then adds in the encumbrance stuff as well, so it'll go down again.
Well, it's -10 at the moment.
Yeah.
Is there any large shield? That's not
healers, which she's not. Her ransom would cover her and her gear.
Yeah.
Docus or Kocho, I think, had one too. Docus had a large shield and it actually took no damage.
I'll take that one for me.
Have either of those guys got anything else special?
Docus has a broadsword, a large shield, 4 throwing daggers. He has hard leather trousers and hard leather trousers and a shirt. Kibolli Greaves and Vambraces. He's got a closed helm, a plate cuirass, and studded leather skirt. Yeah, studded leather skirt.
What size is he? I might take his helm.
Size 17.
Don't you have a
I've
helm?
got an open helm.
Yeah, he's probably just a little bit loose on you, but could do it a pinch. But Yeah, that's
If it's two points of size, then it's probably not going to fit properly.
no. So if it's one either side of you, you're all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Dokus. Kocho's remains.
Remains. We're in so much trouble for this, by the way, everyone. We're gonna who's the best fast talker? Ronaldo. Hey.
But they
No, they
attacked
didn't.
us first. We
No.
have that.
They drew first blood.
Outside. They did. They attacked us at the walls of the,
that might have been you.
when we cast the fissure.
Yeah, they never actually attacked you then. They charged after you, but they never actually got an attack in.
Oh, well, but they still attacked us.
With a preemptive
we just
strike.
defended ourselves.
Yeah.
And there's a whole city who saw that. So we have that going, which might be enough. And then rest is just like fair fight. And they have been robbing people left and right. And yeah,
They
might
spent
not
a
be
lot of
in that
time
much
robbing
problem.
Lunas, which is how they made the name for themselves. And they were massively wanted by the Lunar administration. But in fact, I think that all up they had a total reward offered for about 6,500 Lunas. But of course, since Argrath freed the city, they were actually like Fazila and Fila were heralded as heroes. So yeah, and Fila is actually a citizen of Pavis. So yeah, that's a bit of fun. Fazila's not.
Lucky we didn't kill those guys.
Yeah, Fila did. Fila's the one that Billet chewed on. Up until
Lucky we didn't kill those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of fun.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kocho, he has a medium shield, a heavy mace, open helm, linen line of thorax, leather skirt and trousers, Kibali greaves and van braces. So he's basically a light skirmisher nowadays. But he's the one that you guys know that was the ex-Humarti.
Oh yeah.
Does he have any?
No, just all basic
weapons
stuff. He actually didn't fight particularly well, apart from sort of with his parry. But you also noticed that he was relatively light on magic compared to a lot of the others as well, and that could be the fact that he was no longer a member of Humarkt and had to start all over again.
Well, I'm going to wander around and find the finest looking one-handed battle axe I can find and replace my one that's now
there's
down
a heap
to
of them.
5 hit points.
There's a heap of them because the rookie, I can't remember if it's the rookies or the grunts were all had axes.
Yeah, one of them had them. They're 8 hit points, aren't they, or are they 10?
8.
8, cool. So I'll replace that. Is there a mace going spare somewhere as well? Can I replace my mace?
Kocho had a mace. It was undamaged.
I'll take that off your hands. Your dead hands. I'll prize it out of your dead hands.
Yep. Is anyone going to try and let the slaves out?
Yeah, I think we should go at least see the slaves. I'm not sure if we should free them, but at least go and see them. Like Sandin, do you come with me? And maybe Freya knows the castle, so or the
they're all, yeah.
Maybe we should take her too.
I'm gonna check.
We leave Ronaldo, Bulk, and Billy to watch the.
I want to check in with Fazila and ask her why there's a building full of slaves, and what what's their purpose here? Why are they still here?
They're workers, they're labourers, and artisans that we brought to repair the tower.
Okay. Well, so maybe. So I'm gonna chat to my compatriots now and say, guys, I've got a great idea. Let's tell these slaves that we are the liberators. We'll give them the story of how we came to save them all and liberate them all, and then we'll let them go and spread the good word.
Sandine, the PR expert.
That's it. It's all about the spin.
Yeah. Just, do we want to keep this tower for ourselves or one of our employees? Do they want to keep the slaves? Do these two Farsila and Tarletti want to join us or our employees as a mercenaries?
Yeah, maybe.
From what you know,
Because I think we could absolutely keep the tower, keep the slaves, get the sorcerers.
It is legal to own slaves
everyone
over here, even though the Orlanthi don't particularly like it. It is actually legal.
Well, they're not going anywhere, so let's not release them right now.
Yeah. I think we should ask from our employees what they want to do with these, because, well, we took the castle for them. I think.
Which employee though?
Yeah, the employers were Ravi and Allerton, and of course both of them had just asked you to actually do a reconnaissance mission on it.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Yeah, we did the Zorak-Zoran reconnaissance.
Yeah.
A little bit of light Zorak-Zoran scouting.
I went in and checked it all out. I smashed a few heads while I was there. After I sort of wrapped them all up, I had a really good look.
Yeah, no, exactly what's in there.
Yeah, how many people are there in the tower? Oh, we killed them.
You don't have to worry about them at all. Yeah.
Yeah. There's only a few people anymore and a lot of slaves. But yeah, that's why I think we should try to get the Ronaldo to talk with the Ravi and the sorcerers as soon as possible to know what we actually want to do next.
Yeah,
I think in the meantime, let's get the rich bitch to see if they will join us. See what their thoughts are of joining us.
See if she can heal Bog's arm as well.
She spent her Fazila had spent her magic points and bringing Tarletti back. And she did
Tarletti got points?
Well, Tarletti has points.
Can Tarletti cast heal?
Good question. Yes, Tarletti can cast heal. She says circumspectly, I can do this if it inspires some goodwill between us.
How much healing can she?
Who do you want me to heal?
Well, I'm left with a single point in my right arm and my left leg, so I could do with a bit of healing. Is there anyone else that needs healing?
Yeah, Vin needs his left arm fixed. Bolg needs his right arm fixed. Yep, and then you need your leg fixed.
Do we need to attune that armband for the healing 4?
No, it's just a straight matrix.
So Dusty, I think, has 10 magic points left.
Damn.
Oh, that heal 4 was a spirit, so it's in there.
Right.
But you can cast a spirit spells once you're in possession of the matrix.
So as soon as you've... What do you mean in possession of?
So basically, if you're holding on to to a spirit binding, you can either tell the spirits to cast the stuff on you, or you can cast any of the spells that the spirit knows.
You don't have to attune yourself with the spirit or
No.
attacking spirit combat or anything?
No.
I can cast one heal.
Well, let's get
Tarletti.
Yeah, let's get her to spend her points first.
Yeah.
Okay, she says, would you like to pass me that matrix so I can do so?
She's going to do something bad.
No,
Yeah,
she wouldn't risk it.
No, we already killed them all, so yeah.
Sure, okay. We'll let her hold the matrix and cast heal.
It's also a sever spirit matrix.
She doesn't succeed on the first go, but has another go. Yep, cast 4 points on your leg. That's for Sandine. And then 4 points on Bolg's arm.
Is she able to cast on my arm by any chance, or is she out of points?
Bolg looks. Billet looks at her and says that she's still got magic left.
Okay, I'll ask her nicely the last time to cast on my right arm.
Yep. There's also Vin's left arm as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should heal Vin first.
Yeah.
Because
I can still chop her head off with my right arm. So let's get Vin.
So it takes her a couple of goes to fix your arm.
Vin's arm? My arm.
Your arm, and then she does Vin's arm. So there's still damage to Usha, and there's still damage to Bolg and that, but like everyone got the majority of damage healed.
Wow, she had a lot of points.
Yep.
What does they feel about the idea of working with us, at least for now, till our employees gives us?
If you treat us fairly and offer no harm, and protect, return our items to us, we have no problem helping you. Taleti says everything has a price and everything in its price, so she has no problem with just negotiating her way out. And Fazila looks at Sandine and Freya and says, as fellow cultists, you understand that a word given is a word that will be honoured at all times.
I want to know what, when she says return our items to us, what items are you talking about?
Our personal property. We have our gear here and in the tower until you attacked. We were inside and enjoying an evening of fine repast and good entertainment.
Yeah, torturing Freya.
Freya actually says that one of the grunts had actually been singing the tune while two others had played instruments.
Torture of the mouth harp.
Mouth harp, yeah.
No, not a mouth harp.
Well, so I'm going to say to them that I don't see a problem with that. However, obviously, we can't allow either of you to have any magical weapon or device that is more powerful than something that we already own.
Look, our ransom secures our well-being and our items. We promise not to attack you. You've already proved yourself the better of Gusan, who was recognised as one of the meanest, toughest sons of bitches in the rubble.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of them at all. Like we can give them weapons, we can give them everything. If they give us their word, that's good enough for me. Like
okay, yeah. I'm just.
Yeah, there's Ravi and Arleton both asked you to do this.
So basically, I think we should be and talk with them both and see what they say, and then decide what we want to do. Who we want to work with next? Yeah, do we want to work with Ravi or? But if the other guy pays a lot better, then I'm fine with that also.
Okay. So do we want to ask them to show us around the tower and our new loot?
So basically there's Taleti's pretty quick to say, I have a chest inside, which is mine, and that's all I claim from inside. And Fazila says that she has a small collection of goods that she stashed in a hidey hole in one of the top levels of the tower. That's her stuff. Everything else you're free to take.
Yeah, just remind them that if they're lying to us, they are dead. So just like about any chest.
Oh no, there's
no
doubt it's my chest.
Yeah.
There's even protections to ensure it.
So does your ransom secure your equipment as well?
Well, it's you and your gear normally. In the old days, if you were like in sort of say Renaissance or I don't don't know what you'd call it, times, late medieval, but they'd keep your armour until such time as you paid your ransom, because the armour was worth a fortune. But Fazila's relying on cult. Like you guys know, she's not far off actually having become a fairly strong sort of cult leader. It's probably the only thing that stopped her is the fact that she, while she's a follower of Babista Gore and Marin Gore, she belongs to the Anna Gore subcult. That's what stopped her from really progressing. Vengeance, that sort of shit.
Yeah. Oh, I am watching her. Okay, cool. Well, let's. What do you say, guys? Should we just tally up the spoils from the tower
and take a rest of the night that is still left? Take the. I think we need to have some kind of guards, but yeah.
There's some rest. There's a lock on the outside of the door here for the slaves.
We'll get the get the grunt or whichever one is still alive to go and close the gate and man the tower.
Are you expecting another attack?
Well, now that it's weakened.
Okay. So
bring Usha inside first, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to lock Usha on the outside. And I take it that someone's going to bring back in the rope that's currently hanging over that Usha fell down.
Yeah, and also the bodies from the outside we take inside.
And don't we have pack beasts or horses or something?
No, we didn't bring them. We left them up in the.
No, so they're at the building about a couple of 100 meters away.
We didn't have any.
Yeah, the beetle.
Yeah, I've got the beetle. Can somebody accompany Dusty to go and get the beetle?
I can do that. I can see.
Yeah, but Barry's the only one that can probably see in the dark at the moment. And Vin wakes up and says, "Yeah, what the fuck happened there?"
Yeah, thanks, Finn. Practice your jump skill.
Thanks for the help, guy.
Like, fuck, I was busy shooting that thing and I couldn't tell if it was hitting. And then I jumped off. Just what I tried to do was exactly what Ronaldo and Billet had been doing. And fuck me, next thing I know, I was being swallowed by the darkness. It was cold. It was really, really cold.
Bulk did some heroics.
Nearly got stomped on by an earth elemental.
It's giggity. Great to be out of that. Oh my god, the dreams were terrible.
You were not dreaming about
no.
Billet.
No. Every time I went to go and put my arm around Usha, all of a sudden she had Billet's face and those fangs. Okay. Of note, amongst the so you're going to put the Fazila and Taleti in with the slaves?
No, they can.
No.
They can stay in the tower with us.
So, yeah, they can stay out. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't let them have any guard duties yet, at least on their own. But they are free to move. They give their.
Okay, I'm going to put something up on Discord.
We believe in them.
We'll take their weapons and their armor off of them.
Well, basically, Taleti's only got a knife, and all that thing he's got left, Fazila's got is her shield, which she's very protective of. So I'm just about to clip a picture and put it up for you guys to have a look at. Like everything, just ignore the metagaming aspects of it. It's the easiest way to share it to you. I'm going to put it on Discord.
The Arm of Pavis.
Oh, there's Arbalest. That's nice.
Okay, so there's the guardhouse that was up on top. There's the slave quarters and kitchen. I've just drawn them in a slightly different place. And the stable, corral, and smithy I've turned into basically one big long building. So when you guys go in off the catwalk or the bridge from the parapet to the tower, you enter on 1E, and down below is a huge area of basically just rubble and shit. That's what the slaves have been carrying the rubble from inside out and using it to block up the section of the outer wall. and then the plan was that once they'd actually sort of done that, they would look at actually trying to get someone to, like a dwarf from the Flint Nail cult, to come in and repair it. They had not been successful in doing so far because it's really, really expensive.
Cool. Well, I guess we should probably go see to Gusan and Docus's quarters, given that they did, and see what they've got kicking about up there.
And I start keeping the watch because I can still see it in few more hours. So while the rest of the guys can sleep, I'll take the first watch and yeah. And when everyone like goes inside, I snuff all the torches from the outside, from the wall.
Okay, so you end up having to go, you basically go from the gate in a horseshoe around, and then you go back because you can't go over that piece that's been just jury-rigged together.
I'll get Dusty will go with him so she can use her dark sense. So we can keep all the torches down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. So there shouldn't be anything that can ambush us because most of the people need some kind of light, except for us.
Yeah, most people. Okay, there's a big, huge set of doors to get in to the tower. Like they're heavy. Billet can move them okay. Baburi almost, but the two ex-ladies can do so together. But you're picking, basically the door has a size of 20. So like the big, heavy, protective doors that mean that the fortress is really, really hard to break into.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you enter into the common room. You can see where all of the grunts and the rookie gang members sleep. And Fazila says Kocho sleeps over there. The rest of the rookies and grunts are down here. There's a few bits and pieces of armor, but generally it's sort of, really is just bits and pieces that are in here. Down below is the, it's been like a dumping ground. There's a whole lot of refuse in there, and they've just been moving all of the stuff out. They needed to clear out the basement so that they had access to it.
If I see a closed helm along my travels that might fit me, I'm going to grab it.
No, pretty much it's all sort of lightweight gear.
Cool.
That was on those guys. Like most of them grabbed, either had real basic sort of armor on or just had their helms on. So most of them had like either an open helm or even just a leather cap. Okay, so that's 1E. Sorry. Yep. You guys are heading up the ladder?
Yep.
Okay. Going into the Tash room. Okay. This room has like trapdoors separating it from the areas above and below. Though the lower door has no bolt. Fazila, Taletti, and Kocho divide this area amongst themselves. They use bits of fabric, bead, curtains, and hides to break the room into private areas. All three of them keep their personal gear here. Fazila's share of the floor is very Spartan. A pile of furs, a couple of blankets, and a small chest sit next to a large weapon rack holding spears and axes. A copper shrine to Marin Gore sits in one corner.
Ooh.
It sits in a square basin, and both it and the basin show dried blood residue.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think I might be getting some rune points back.
Okay. Kocho keeps his collection of cast-off or broken or found dragon newt weapons on the walls of this room. So you can see clamps and etc. So there's the shorter sword, there's the longer sword, there's a couple of other sort of oddball bits and pieces that you guys actually know nothing of. He sleeps on a straw mattress on the floor.
Shouldn't that be slept on?
Yep, slept. Okay, and Taletti's area contains several medium to large nomad carpets and a good bed. There's also a very heavy bronze-bound trunk with a big lock on it, and it's chained to the floor. She says, that's mine. Fuzzy will tell you that's mine.
Good luck lifting it.
Yeah, so basically you can see this this heavily bound, metal-bound, heavy timber trunk sitting there. It's locked down onto the floor using chains to sort of keep it in place. And then there's another lock holding the lid closed. And then sitting on top is just this ball of leather. It's like it actually looks like what a baseball or that would if you took the cover off the outside.
Cool.
Okay, and then she says Goosan's and Goosan's quarters are upstairs. Him and Docus. Well, Docus was his cousin. They have the floor up above.
So before we go upstairs, I'm going to ask Zaletti for the key to her chest. In fact, I'm going to ask her to open the chest for us, because until we get our ransom...
I'll get you your ransom.
That's great. And when you do, you can have all of your stuff. But until then, you're not getting hold of it.
Well, I've got nothing to hold on to, have I? I stand here before you in this. Would you like me to remove my dress so you can see that I hold nothing?
No, I just want you to open your chest so that we can see that there's nothing in there.
Yep, it's easy. She goes over and opens the chest, unlocks it, stands back, gives you the key if you want it.
And is there anything of note within the chest that we might want to be concerned about her having?
You have to throw open the lid of the chest and show you everything that's in it, do you? Put it this way, she carries no weapons. She does a dagger on her side is all she's actually had the whole way through.
Okay.
She says if you want me to, I can open the chest and show you everything that's in it. But I've said to you that I have a ransom of 1,000 lunas, and I'll pay you the 1,000 lunas.
Okay. Fair enough. Make no mistake, if you try to attack us at all, it'll be the last thing you ever do.
I've given you my word for the ransom. As I said, our ransom secures our gear, and that if you guys choose to poke into things that have nothing to do with you, if you give me 10 minutes, I'll count out your ransom.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't know who you are. You're no one to me other than a potential threat. So I want to make sure I'm not putting the gun in your hands. I don't know what the gun is. I want to make sure that I'm not putting the power in your hands to avenge this very valid and just attack.
She can't help but snigger and choke at that.
Are you threatening me?
I think I'm outside, otherwise I would be laughing too, because there's nothing these two little ladies can do for us.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. She just stands aside at the moment. She's unlocked the chest. She hasn't opened it or anything, but she says, look, very simple. As I said, I'll pay you 1,000 lunas, and I'll pay you 1,000 lunas.
Okay, cool.
I imagine she'd be pretty pissed because she got taken out the game with a lucky shot.
Yeah.
By a trollkin.
She says, we all collected our own gear. We all had varying successes in life with what we did, but you guys sort of are obviously coming to plunder what we and the members of our group had. So you do so at your choice. There's nothing to do with us.
We're not looking to plunder what is rightfully yours. We're here just to assure our continued existence. So if you have the 1,000 Lunas here, then feel free to count them out, and you are free to go.
Now, while you guys have a look upstairs, I'll count it out.
Bolg can wait there. Bolg can stay down with her if you want to go and have a squeeze upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Am I inside or outside for this? Did I said I stay outside to guard.
Outside. I want to lean over to Fazila and ask her about the dried blood on the shrine, and say, where is the blood from?
Sacrifices.
I see no animals in this tower defense and enclosure.
Well, this is my bedroom. I don't keep animals in my bedroom.
I'll whisper quietly to her. Are these human sacrifices?
These are sacrifices that our goddess sees fit.
Which goddess would that be?
I worship the daughters of Enolda, Israelia. I worship Marangor and Babistagor. One for her ability to protect, the other one for her ability to take vengeance.
So now I would know that she also worships the subcult, right?
You know that she's one of the, she's a pretty well-known and pretty high-up member of the Anagor subcult. Everything she said is relatively true, and it all comes down to personal perception. But again, you could apply multiple meanings to what she just said.
Yeah, because I'm kind of keen to. Is she high enough to run a ceremony to restore my rune points with sacrifice?
She's not a priestess, but she looks like she obviously does do some sort of worship.
Okay. When's the next holy day for?
But for rune, yeah.
For the various daughters.
And so this is the reason why I made sure I opened up the campaign calendar.
Yeah. I think you said 7 weeks or something last time I was in here, but I think it was 7 weeks, or was it 7 days? I can't remember.
I'm just having a look because it was, from memory, we were movement weeks. Oh, we were darkness season.
Movement week, darkness season. I forgot the calendar.
I'd have to go back and have a look, but I'm pretty sure it's around the 22nd or 23rd of darkness season. So that puts us fertility week. In fact, it's Waha's holy. It was Waha's holy day yesterday and today, so that it must be the morning of the 22nd. So that's fertility week, darkness season. So Babistagor, Ernalda, Israelia, Aretha are all in on Clay Day, which is 2 days away.
So would I be able to gain on a Babistagor holy day?
Associated cult, yep.
And would I be able to run the worship for that, or am I not high enough?
I would have to go back and have a read because it's normally it talks about like a god talker or a priest doing it.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. It needs to be like a rune lord type, rune priest. Although I am a priestess, but by occupation. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, on with the show. So we'll go upstairs.
Yep, she still hasn't opened the box yet. She's just sort of there talking to you lot, making sure that you're happy with what it is. There's there's some strange weapons on the wall from Docus. Sorry, not Docus, bloody Kocho.
Kocho. Strange weapons.
Yeah. They're not sort of weapons that you guys have ever seen, but you do know them to be non-human type weapons. Bolg actually recognises a few of the stuff as being like Dragon Newt and Troll and even the odd dwarf Mostali.
Dwarf.
Anything of significant value that I can ascertain?
The obsidian swords. I can't remember what they're called at the minute.
Oh wow. Dragon glass.
Dragon glass, yeah.
You mean the Dragon swords?
Yeah.
Clans?
Yeah, that's the one.
Are there any axes like that? One-handed axes?
There's been a selection of axes in that downstairs. There are axes up here, both from Fazilia and also from Docus, but from Kocho, but nothing that sort of stands out to you and says, "Oh, look at me."
Nothing like a fancy pants axe.
Yeah.
Better than what I've got. Cool.
Billet actually points out and says that bit of leather that's sitting up on top of the chest actually looks like it has a spirit of some sort in it.
Leather on which chest?
On
Kocho's chest?
No, on Taletti's chest.
Right.
The bit that looks like a baseball without a cover on.
Right, okay. So I'm going to ask her, what is that? And don't lie to me.
It's a binding. It does indeed keep a spirit on it.
Tell me everything about that spirit and the binding. Because obviously, as you can appreciate, I need to secure the safety of myself and my party. And whilst you've given me your word, that means nothing to me.
Well, that probably says more about you than about me.
It does. My honor of 60 will attest to that.
She says it's a spirit to ensure that the wrong people do not open the chest. It has many things about it, many I still do not know myself. But it means that people who are not of the approved sort have something to deal with that acts as a guardian.
Fair enough.
It does not attack anything that does not seek to intrude.
That's what I wanted to hear. You are free to open your chest.
Why, I thank you for your permission.
As you should. Now count it out quickly and quietly, and while I go and pillage the rest of the tower.
How to make friends and influence people. Or the subtle art of not giving a fuck.
The subtle art of you're a bunch of fucking marauding bloody bandits, and while she sort of reluctantly will pay you the money to secure her freedom and her safety, and she doesn't have to be friendly about it.
No, absolutely not, and I respect that. But yeah, I'm not about to go all billet on her.
Speaking of which, what that did to our friend.
Well, who can control nature?
She is a citizen of Pavus, and the fact that her body is not there says that you may have more to deal with than us.
We answer for our own sins.
Pavus will probably ensure that.
And Billet should be very concerned. Anyway, a little less chit-chat, a bit more tip-tap. Count those coins out, love.
Yeah, I shall do so. Feel free to go on your way.
So I'm going to send Fazila up the ladder to 1C into Goosen and Docus's quarters. To be.
Is there any reason that you're sending me?
Yes. Now that I know that there are certain spirits that guard entrances to chests and the like, I'd quite like someone that I care less about to be opening those doors.
Well, as you can see, it's already open.
Oh, is it? I thought you said it was locked.
There's a trapdoor there that can be locked.
Okay. Well, I'll send her up first anyway. I'd like you to go ahead.
She goes up, and you hear another female voice go, "What's happening? Where is everyone?"
Who's that?
I
call that.
Fazila looks down and says, "The whore that Gusan sleeps with, or should I say slept with." And you hear a screeching, "I'm not a fucking whore. You guys took me. You paid slave price for me. I did not agree to that. Those bloody Morocants."
All right, so I'll follow Fazila up the ladder into 1C.
Yep.
And meet with this wench.
There is a very, very pretty woman up there who seems to be chained to a point that's not far from the bed on one side. There's sort of a big sort of flasher bed, etc. on one side, and then a smaller area that's partitioned off a bit with another bed in it on the other side.
Are there any chests in the room or obvious bounty?
Okay, do a perception roll. So scan. If you're starting, go with the scan first.
Let's go with the scan. My scan is average, but not today. Hey, special.
Yes, there's a big chest and some other bits and pieces up here. Okay, just give me a second. When you searched Gusan, there was a key on a silver chain around his neck. Yep, there's a big chest, a large chest almost as big as Taletti's one at the foot of his bed. It has a good lock on it, but probably not as strong or as good as the one on Taletti's trunk.
Okay. Is the chained woman within reach of the chest?
Yeah, well, she can sort of get there, but not close enough to be able to open it.
Can I unchain her?
You can try to, yeah.
I will unchain her with my axe if necessary.
The key will open up the lock on her chain.
Oh, right. Okay. That's handy. So I'm guessing that the key won't open the lock on the trunk then, on the chest.
Do you want to try?
No, I want to get the chained lady to try.
Well, so you free me just to get me to do tasks for you.
Well, I could free you to kill you, or to free you to put you in the room with the other slaves. Who are you anyway?
I am Nala. I'm from Pavis until those fucking Morocants captured me. They sold me off the block. The only thing I had going for me is the fact that even the Morocants recognised my exquisite looks.
And who is Nala?
I am Nala.
Are you famous for some sort of great deed, Nala?
I'm famous for my looks.
Well, now you are famous for opening Gusan's chest. Here's the key. Away you go.
She puts the key in, unlocks the chest, and says, "Well, I can't open it because I'm not bloody strong enough." Think of a double bed, and it's the width of a double bed made out of heavy bronze and timber. And Taletti's one was actually even bigger.
So I'll ask Fazila to assist her in opening the chest.
Okay, here you go.
If she'd be so kind.
Oh, for you, anything. Would you like me to cut your hair while you're at it? Or would you rather that I powder your ass? Okay, she just reaches over, nods to the girl at the other to grab the other end, and then they just go up the lift and open it up.
What, pray tell, is inside this rather large chest?
You can see some fabric and all sorts of other bits and pieces. Like there's a real treasure trove.
If only I had detect magic. Can Billet sense magic?
Billet can see.
Well, he's got.
He can see anything that's got spirits in it, and he has got one magic point that he could potentially use to try and detect magic on the stuff here.
So have we got all of the loot on the? Like, can we get all of the loot from this floor in one place and get him to detect magic on it?
Apart from a few weapons and a few sort of household goods, everything seems to be in the chest.
Okay. Well, let's. I'll ask Billet very well. I'll try to explain to Billet in my best monkey speech to look for magic.
Don't you have to roll trade talk?
Maybe
they can spend forever sort of doing it and sort of trying to get him to do it. Billet's eyes light up as soon as he sees the stuff that's in there, and sort of goes through the motions of pretending to not understand a bit, but at the same time as he's busy checking everything out. He goes over and you see him sort of cast a spell and sort of holding this fetish in his hands and sort of waving it around. He sort of holds it over some little statuettes and sort of shakes his hands, and then after a while shakes his head, and then comes back over the rest of the bits and pieces and sort of shakes his head and says, "Nah, nothing." In the process, you can see that he's thrown out a big bolt of silk, some weird little packages that you're not like the little almost brick-like shapes wrapped in like a paper or a fabric or something. They sort of stack on top of each other, but they've got a bit of a pungent smell. There's some bags of what looks to be money. There's these 7 silver statuettes. There's all sorts of funny smelling bits and pieces. They're only that's only like small bags, but very pungent smells. There's some old looking silver jewelry and gold jewelry that come out, and they all seem to be of a similar sort of style. In fact, they actually look to be like almost a matching set of the 5 pieces.
Okay, that's a bit weird.
No, none of that's magical.
Did he detect anything else in the room that was magical in nature?
He only waved it over the chest. Like there was nothing that you can see on the walls, etc., that is really of interest.
I'm going to ask the now freed lady where the good stuff is kept.
The good stuff, that's in those 3 little cloth bricks down there. That's his stash of Hazier.
Hazier? I don't know what Hazier is.
The good stuff. She looks at the troll and says, "Hazier, you guys know what Hazier is, don't you?"
No, tell us about Hazier.
Bolg would know, I think, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Bolg would know.
It's a euphoric drug. It's contraband in Sun County.
Some people deal in it, some people like it, some people don't, but definitely the Sun County, Sundown Templars, etc., don't tend to like it. The Lunas had a funny attitude to it, where it kept the population a little bit quiet, but at the same time was a growing problem.
What about the Orlanthi?
Depends on where you're from.
I guess that explains the
We can become truck trafficker. That would be pretty good.
It's like a bag of hash.
Would go just in our CV.
That would explain why he didn't get his divine intervention roll.
Yeah. So what else do you want? There's money there. There's silver and gold. Look, there's even some of the best quality shit you can get anywhere in the wastes of those of herbs and spices in there. There's 11 different flavors of herbs and spices in those bags.
What sort of herbs and spices? Yeah, what does he use these for?
Well, he sort of gets the odd rubble runner or various other sort of things that can be eaten, and basically makes up a little mixture and marinates the meat inside it and then cooks it over the fire, and it has this delicious finger-licking good flavour.
You realise I haven't had breakfast and you're making me think about KFC at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's delicious.
I'm thinking about it. It's 1 in the morning. A few cans under my belt.
The key is not to deep fry it. It's all got to be baked in its own juices. But that's the importance of the marinade.
I see. Right.
Are we still talking about those lunar drugs?
Yeah, get baked in your own marinade.
Look, if you went down to the bottom floor into the basement, there's bound to be some rats or rubble runner down there that can easily be sort of cooked and basted in this to sort of give you a taste of the flavour. That's the good shit.
Who of you all thinks to be brave enough to cook a rubber runner around me?
You guys all know that Baburi has a pet rabble runner, and it actually healed quite a few of you.
So no eating rubber runners.
She hears this voice echoing around, and she says, "But they taste so good." And you just end up just licking the taste off your fingers for the rest of the night.
Well, yeah, each to their own. So
okay, so do you guys want to actually have a look and see what's in this stuff? Bulb's downstairs watching Taleti.
Yep, we'll have a search through.
Okay, so there's a bag of with some clacks in it, a bag with some gold wheels in it. In fact, there's probably 2 bags of gold wheels, and there's probably 2 to 3 bags of lunars. You guys know that silk is actually worth quite a bit of money, so that's, you got no idea how much without rolling for it. Can I get a cult lore, please, for just roll cult lore, and depending on who sort of succeeds, it'll depend on what the individual cult is. So, yep, Sandine succeeds. Okay, they're actually statuettes of the 7 mothers, which is the lunar cult.
Well, they're in his chest and not on display, so...
No, they're obviously sort of taken as treasure. They're worth probably quite a bit of money because they're small figurines. All up, you'd say there's about 3 encumbrance worth of silver here in amongst those statuettes.
Okay, so a fair haul. There's no... are there any secret panels or anything else? It's just literally just the gold and silver?
Just the gold and silver. Yep, gold, silver clacks. There's the silver statuettes. There's the 11 herbs and spices. There's the hazier. There's those pieces of silver and gold jewelry, which definitely look... can you roll evaluate or local lore or something like that? Or even just an int roll. Just roll int, and I'll sort of bounce it off like 3 different things to see what you know.
Isn't bulk also? Their bulk is pretty good with the.
Okay, you just rolled your in ×1. This is in an old Pavic style, so you're pretty sure that this is treasures that date way back to the original founding of Pavis, when the giants and dwarves built the wall around the rubble and the old city.
Ooh, I like these.
All 5 pieces are part of a match set.
Okay, so together that's probably worth a bundle of cash, but they're not magical, so we'll just save them for selling on or donating to, if it's going to save our bacon. Donate to a museum somewhere. I'm sure Pavis has got a museum. So is there anything else of note on this floor?
Just the fact that it's got a big empty space up above them. No, she says Docus and Gusan kept all of their gear together.
All right.
Okay, so while you're doing that, Bolg, make a scan roll, please. Okay. Forgot you're not there. Feels like you're just watching over my shoulder.
Did he make it? Did I make it?
Hell no.
Is she doing something sneaky, I wonder?
Bulk dark sense was.
You rolled 98.
It was almost a fumble.
Ouch.
You see Taleti opens up her... she goes and puts some gloves on, sort of removes the ball off the top of the chest, then opens up the top of the chest and then puts the ball inside to do stuff. She reaches in, she grabs out a couple of bags of coins. She's moved aside a bit of silver to do so, like some... She moves aside several bags. One that sort of definitely got the sound of money, another smaller bag that definitely sort of looks like money, but she opens up and has gold in it. Another smaller bag that looks like it's got pebbles inside it. She also sort of has another small bag which she looks inside and it has some like silver jewelry. She also sort of pushes aside some big heavy bars of like a greyish metal, which you're pretty fucking sure is raw iron and you're staying right away from. You also see something that's recognised as a bit of lead, and then there's some books and bits and pieces, but she pulls out a combination of gold and silver, counts it out, and then sticks everything back inside and puts the ball back on top of the chest and locks everything back up. You, the fact that you saw lead and iron in there was what probably interested you more than the other stuff. You know that humans give a shit about the other bits and pieces, but iron because it's Trollbane, and lead because it tends to be troll.
Sadly, you're not very intuitive, Bolg.
Yeah, the only thing that sort of gave you any real interest, like that they're going to give you money and the sort of money that humans like, but that bit of lead sort of was interesting, and it was more a matter of being fearful about the fact that there's several, like half a dozen big bars of iron in there.
About how much lead is it? Is it a fair quantity?
No, it's just a ball, a lead ball. It did have some runes on it, though.
Okay, so it wasn't like an ingot. It looked like a crafted item.
Yeah, just a ball that would fit inside the palm of your hand. Think David Bowie in Labyrinth, with the old crystal balls.
Yeah, I ask her, what's the lead ball? Why do you have troll artifacts?
It's not a troll artifact. It's it's something that I trade in. My profession is as a trader, after all. And trolls always like to trade, especially for lead. Would you like to trade?
What is it? I definitely show some interest.
Well, if you'd like to trade, I'm sure that we can set up a market. Here's the money that your people want. There's my payment of my ransom. Yep. It's a combination of gold and silver, but mainly gold.
Yeah. Trolls don't dig on gold. Looks too much like the sun.
They're both in bags. From what you can see, there's about 500 lunars in one, and around, which means it's a good couple of encumbrance. It's about 3 encumbrance worth of lunars, and then there's what you're picking is about sort of 25 gold coins in a small little bag in the other one. Okay. So Bolg says, I've got the money.
So
I'll tell her to go up into that room as well, and then I'll follow her up.
She does so. Yep, she heads on up.
I ask them what they found.
Just gold and silver and some stinky troll weed. Seems to be quite a lot of troll stuff here. And I throw Bolg one of the wrapped up packets. So yeah, you might know someone who would want this.
Well, this isn't troll stuff. What you can choose. We trolls have much better stuff than this. It's one of the things that Ravi and I deal in. So yeah, it's not specifically troll stuff. In fact, hazier compared to some of the shit that trolls drink is considered just like, it's like the difference between having a light beer versus sitting down and getting out a bit of hash or even a good spirit.
I might just have a nibble off one sides and microdose myself.
It's good shit.
Bolg's in two about this whole robbing dead people's houses. He's not honourable.
Well, the way I see it, if they had asked for ransom, they could have kept all of their stuff. We're not robbing anything.
They did ask for ransom.
Well, Docus didn't, and Sharon didn't, whatever his name was.
Susan.
Yeah, Goosen, Docus, Kocho. Not one of them asked for ransom. Do we tip Taletti out, like lock her outside the gates and say, with her stuff, say, off you go. Thank you very much. We've got your ransom. You're free to go, but you're not free to stay here. They can join us and come back to Pavas with us to chat with the wizards. There's no way that we would be able to hold this. Well, I say there's no way. I mean, we have just taken it, like without being able to replenish rune points, and we'd be in big trouble. And we can stay overnight, obviously, and get a magic point back. And there's a shrine here to is it Marangor?
Yep.
So
Babistagor, sorry.
Babistagor. So there's potential for sacrifice and subsequent rune point regeneration for associated cults.
It's a shrine to Marangor, and in 2 days' time is Babistagor and then Elder's high holidays. Oh, sorry, seasonal holidays.
So, and obviously, not Rich Bitch, so she's obviously pissed off. But the other one, is she a bit more friendly considering they're associated cultists in the party?
She's holding onto her shield and dealing with you guys honestly.
Yeah, I think there's like a couple of different ways we can do this. One is that we try to hold it till Ravi or the sorcerers come here. Another is that we just free all the slaves and let them do what they want, and we just move on. And
Yep. After a while, Billet sort of turns up behind Bolg's back and Sandine and Freya's back and says, that shield she's got is holding quite a bit of magic in it. It seems to have a spirit of some kind in there.
It's her shield, right?
Yep. Well, it's her. Billet says in his monkey voice, it's her shield as long as she's alive.
And I'm going to turn to Billet and say, you've already overstepped the boundary by attacking someone who asked for ransom. If you try to attack either of these two ladies...
Look, I didn't know that she was asking for ransom when she put her hands up and asked for ransom.
I believe him.
Look,
he's a nice people.
Just because everyone sort of puts their hands up and says ransom, 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 doesn't mean that it's something that's universally known. God, what do you expect?
Well, Billet, I can't control you. If I could, then you wouldn't have attacked. What's her name, Fila? But so you are what you are. But don't attack these guys.
Oh, I am, of course, a shaman, and I'm a shaman that can teach you all sorts of wonderful tricks. So just you remember that. I can bite your face off. I can do more damage with one of my bites than what you can do with one of your pissy little axes.
What is Billet's strength?
20-something.
20-something.
No, actually, it's more than that. I think he rocks around with like 28 because he has mobility and strength normally up.
She is pretty powerful little monkey.
I'll just say to him, "Are you threatening me? Because that's not cool."
I'm not threatening. I'm just reminding you. These teeth bit through the armor and skull of that useless human that tried to smack me with a sword. God, think that he's a kangaroo, does he? I fucking told him I killed him. You lot didn't. I killed him with my teeth.
That's right, you did. And we'll be sure to sing your praises to the sorcerers when we get back to Pavis. You are the leader. You are the leader of this group, Billet.
About time you recognise that. Just because those pissy little freaking bouncy Impala people don't. And the fucking sorcerers, those fucking sorcerers, teach them to call me a fucking miscreant, a beast. Oh, I have to technically admit I am a beast, but how does he know I'm a miscreant?
But you're a beast with honour.
God, no. What's that? That's no. He is actually clearly laughed and joked about the fact that he has no honour. That's a useless human thing. Honour is for humans. I have no honour whatsoever.
So he's bordering on chaotic.
He's just selfish and self-centered. All of his people have been killed. Well, bar a few. It's him against the world.
Right. So I turn to Fazila and just shrug.
She looks longingly at a couple of the weapons that you guys are holding, and sort of then again at the baboon, and decides it's not worth trying to take the axes off you to fix the problem.
So looking at the map, there's a ladder that goes up to 1B.
Yep.
Is there like a landing or something up there?
Yeah, just a bit of stone that you can get onto, but there's no sign of anything up there.
Does it look like there's anything that could be like hidden up there?
There are lots and lots of places in here that you could hide things. Probably less up here than there is down below.
All right. Well,
C, D, E, and F, like you could hide things in a number of places.
Okay. So can I do like a search of each floor?
Yep. It will take you about 10-15 minutes to do this one. It'll take you about half an hour to do the one below, and then it'll take you a good hour or so to do the common room, and then it could take you days to do the bottom one.
Right. Okay.
Should we do that maybe later and just try to sleep now for a bit? Maybe restore some of our magic points and.
Well, should we ask? I'm not overly comfortable sleeping with two people, albeit they've surrendered to us. Just sort of hanging out, and some random bird who was chained. Do we want to ask Taleti if she wants to leave or join us?
I could be convinced to join you, preferably with money.
What's your skill set?
Good question.
I am one of the greatest traders ever known. I have more contacts between here
Human traders.
and trolls and dwarves.
Do I know her?
You know of her, yes. She's not like you guys don't see her necessarily as a great trader, but she does trade with the trolls here, and she is potentially someone that Ravi has had dealings with.
She could be really useful.
Well, personally, I'd like to have my home back and my friends back, but since none of you are likely to sacrifice yourselves in asking your gods for their return, I want money and I want power. As I have no people here, I'll probably go back to the old city, and I will more than likely look at hiring a few people to come and recover this facility, as you obviously have no use for it.
I would not be so sure about that.
Is that because you know something I don't, or is that because I'm more sure than you?
We know a lot that you don't know, but there might be, if you want to stay here with us for now, there might be a good opportunity for you.
Well, I can always be hired, of course. 1,000 lunas a day sounds quite profitable.
That's true. Do you really want to pay me that much?
She laughs and says, "For a bison rider, you have a sense of humor."
I'm not from here.
Hey, that's quite noticeable. She looks at you and the way you act, and she says, "You and the troll, you're from somewhere up around Gorienkath, are you?"
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. The irony
Those places.
that a bison rider could be civilized by a bunch of trolls. It's enough to make you cry.
There are people who wouldn't actually say that I'm civilized.
Irma would have a laughing fit. She says, "At least you're polite." Fazila sort of gives her a knock and says, be nice to that one.
Yeah, or he's likely to kill you like he did the other 12 people.
She didn't actually see a lot of that, unfortunately, from where she was, although she did see it raining bodies at one stage.
That's true.
You notice that...
And they did see the bodies of those... what's their names again?
Dokas and Kocho.
Dokas and Kocho.
Yeah, she hasn't seen those yet.
Yeah,
Fazila knows exactly what it is, and the fact that she barely stayed alive says a lot about both her and just how powerful she is. Like when you see the damage that you guys were throwing around up there at one stage, she looks and she says, "I will pay Fazila's ransom if you so require, but we are free to come and go as we please. Our gear remains our own, and you negotiate with us in good faith."
I'm not so comfortable with the coming and going.
Well, either we are part of your group or we're not. It's up to you.
And if you are part of our group, you'll stay with us. If you are not part of our group, you will leave.
So you don't want partners, you want slaves?
Until we can trust you as partners.
For now, we need to send people to Old Pavis and discuss with our...
I will go.
till we get back.
Well, is there someone better?
I think you two should stay here and guard the tower.
Do I look like I know how to guard something? I'm the brains of the outfit, honey.
You know these. Yeah, you know these places. You know the threats that are here.
It could also be our undoing if we send you to Pavas.
Oh, we won't be your undoing, dear. I would say that Phil is likely to take that role.
That's it. And with your golden tongue, surely you'll be able to speak the truth and protect your new company.
I think you're getting confused there, dear. I worship Isseris, not Lankamai or Huart. My golden tongue makes stuff stand to attention. It makes the blood boil of men.
Beg your pardon? I think what we need are some new recruits who are devoted to our cause.
Oh, you have a cause. A cause, of course.
Of course. Number one on that on the agenda is self-preservation.
Oh, yes, such a noble cause.
The noblest of all.
Well, it must be. I tend to follow it myself.
So, do we have an accord? Will you support us in all we do?
Well, that's yet to be negotiated, isn't it? You've got to tell me what we plan to do for me to agree to something. What you're actually saying is you want us to either leave the facilities and go on our merry way, or stay here and be your slaves until such time as you decide that you either have no use for us or that you no longer trust us.
I would say that right now your bargaining chips are somewhat spent. I think that the options that you have are to leave having paid your ransom, or stay with us. You may have your ransom back and share in our future spoils as equal partners.
Now, so that's of interest here. So if we sign up and join your accord and follow your cause, of course, your cause, of course, then we will have equal rights and we will have our ransoms returned.
I look around the room to my other compatriots to check to see if they're happy with that idea.
It's a lot of money.
1,500 cluners.
I don't do this for money. I do this for fun.
What does Billet think?
Billet's eyes are welling up, and so he's looking at you in terror.
In terror?
Billet has love family, hate chaos, loyalty weeping tree tribe, love grandfather baboon, and greed. Loyalty Musafa the shaman, and hate lunar empire. But he has greed, and greed keeps getting ticked.
Greed.
Billet rolls his greed, and Billet says, "That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. We killed a lot of people, and I had to take that bitch down. Even when she asked for ransom, I had to take her down because I couldn't dare risk her staying there. Like, she's a witch, And if we're going to let these ones go, what the hell did we do it all for? If we're going to give away all that money,
we're not giving it away. We're investing it.
What does Ronaldo and Win and
so Usha and Ronaldo are both thieves / assassins. So Ronaldo's a thief, and he's looking at the money going, well, it's a sign of the greatness that we can have all of this. And I still feel that there's more stuff here to be found. And Usha we could just slit their throats and sort of take everything.
They also know the powers better than any one of us. So, like how the reactions in powers.
But we have a tower.
And all that kind of
but
stuff.
We have a tower.
And,
well, we'd probably have to trade with the city unless we sort of trade with the ogres or the tusk riders or the trolls. Probably wouldn't be able to trade with the elves or the dwarves. In fact, we know that we wouldn't be able to trade with the dwarves, but and we probably wouldn't be allowed back in the new city again, and we probably wouldn't be welcomed that much in the old city, but it's a lot of money.
Maybe there could be a way of them to stay at the tower and be employed by Robbie or the sorcerers, and not being part of the party, not being paid back their ransoms. We keep the money, but they get a job which they can be paid pretty well.
To work for us? Well,
not for us, but our employees. So basically work with us.
Yeah, I don't think we should have them as employees or party members, but it would be a good opportunity for the two sorcerers to have a few more bodies.
Or Robbie.
I think she is a sorcerer.
Ravi is a sorcerer. The witch is a shaman type character, and these two, one's a battle axe maiden, and the other one's a trader.
No. So Arleton and Ravi are both sorcerers.
Yep, both are sorcerers, but are of a different sort.
So either way, we're gonna piss off a pretty powerful sorcerer. Either way.
Well, one's a really powerful sorcerer. The other one's only a moderately powerful sorcerer. But the difference is that the really powerful sorcerer took down 8 people in the space of like a minute when you guys first came into the city. Ravi, on the other hand, tends to be rather lethal with her bow and handy with her sword, but you've actually only seen her do minor bits of magic.
And the difference is that Ravi knows these.
Yeah, Ravi.
The Alatan or whoever it is,
right.
Doesn't know anyone in here. But I think we need to make like decision about who we want to stay loyal. But we can do that after we have talked with both of them, I think, if we even get to the city back again. But yeah,
the Torn.
I don't know. I would basically follow the Renault.
Fazila says it would be hard to just give you our loyalty straight away when you have proved to be dishonourable and not provide us with anything that can confirm that you A, have honour, B, have any sort of reciprocal loyalty to us. You killed us, you invaded our home, you did all these things. This all went down because of you guys invading our compound. But Taleti at the same time is like, she's really, really passionate about it, but at the same time is like, it has to be worth our while to go against our fellow friends, and we're picking that Fila's going to be pissed when she comes, so we don't really want to get on the wrong side of her. She killed a brew shaman with her bare hands. It won't be pretty when she does come.
Yeah, it all started because you guys attacked us. We were just here on a scouting mission. Then you decided to try to kill us, and yeah, that didn't.
You were part of that
well,
group.
Yeah.
We went out and we sent out people to check you out. You killed our men.
They tried to kill us.
They chased you down.
That's how it works. Someone tries to kill me, he dies. That's pretty easy. You have worked with Zorak before, you know.
I haven't actually worked with Zorak before.
Just like Guzanis. No, just traded with the trolls.
Yeah, no, we know a wee bit about Zorak, but what do you give us surety? Will you return our money now?
I didn't see a reason for
only that your friend said that you would.
Yeah, you might. We need to discuss about it.
Well, she's made the offer. Like, this is part of actually having an agreement, is knowing that the other person will uphold their end of the agreement.
Yes, but see, whilst I can put forward an idea.
But you offered it. You made an offer.
So, are you joining us?
If we know that you will hold to your offer, then yes, we will.
Will you also show us where the rest of the plunder is hidden within this tower and
you've found the majority of the plunder. Docus's stuff was always kept in with goose arms.
Seasons.
But the balance of the stuff is what everyone held individually. The only thing that we've noticed that you haven't plundered so far is coaches. And he hides it under one of the ceiling panels up there beside that rafter.
Uh-huh.
The rest is Fazila has her shield, and I have my chest. Everything else is everyone else's. When you have 30-odd people, it does take a lot to keep everyone fed.
So
I also point out that they did send out some people to attack us when we were just walking past.
Yes, we sent out people to scout you. We thought that you were part of that other group.
What other group?
With the white lady that was just ahead of you. Yes, you know the ones. Snobby bitches, always sort of holding their nose up when they're looking at the likes of us.
The ones that...
always helping out the people.
Yeah, the ones that most gods or most people respect and don't attack.
Well, Manny's fort have attacked us over the years. They started the battle. They wanted us gone, so we defend ourselves.
Oh, that's pretty much what we did against you. Except that we did it quite a lot better than you have been doing against the Manny's fort.
So you defended yourselves preemptively.
You did send people to attack.
We sent people to scout you. Did anyone actually attack you?
It's not my fault that they are so bad soldiers. You should train them better.
Even you guys have to admit that no one actually attacked you. But
even now, no one has attacked me.
No, they've defended She says, if you honour your agreement, we will serve with you. We ask just one fee, is that we take our fair share, but if Fila turns up, you give us the chance to talk her down. We really don't want to be caught up in any potential retribution that you may bring upon us.
If you join us, you are part of us. You are, there is no us and them. If you join us, there is only us, and you are part of us. Everything that goes with that, our reputation and everything becomes your reputation.
Well, we have our reputation. We're well known. Your reputation will be made. Our reputation is yet to be seen. But we just asked. We ask for the chance, though, to talk Fila down. I really don't want to wake up in the morning with a wraith tending to sort of rip me apart.
Yeah, as long as she's not attacking us, I don't see a reason why we should kill her.
Well, that's...
If she comes here with the army of some sort trying to kill us, well...
Oh, she won't turn up with an army. It'll be a Nyctalope or a bloody wraith.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't here to kill you anyway. We weren't here to kill anyone. So...
Really? Then why did you...
We were just scouting.
We were here just to scout it out.
You see Fazila do the classic face palm. The look on Daliti's face is just one of shock and horror. And she says, seriously, you were so bad at scouting that you started an all-out assault.
You saw that I wasn't here at the start of it all. Because we were not...
No, see, they never saw any of that stuff. By the time they came out, you guys were full-on invasion force.
That's it. It was your grunts. Shot arrows at us.
They look at the Impala riders and the other thief and sort of go, is this your band of scouts that made the decision to start the attack? And then she goes, I bet you, of course, that the monkey was part of it.
I tell him.
Ronaldo, do you have something to say?
Ronaldo's like, well, Ronaldo's a great. Ronaldo did fine. Ronaldo got to the top of the rope and even put the little cloth bits around it to make sure that everything was going to be all right. I made sure that everything was safe. I got the big, strong man to throw the rope up, and actually, he's not a man. He's a baboon. He's the strong one. He throw the rope up, and then he goes skippity, scuppity, skippity up the rope and gets up on top and goes, it's time to come up. So we came up the ladders, and then poor old Finn, my cousin, he's not the quietest of people, and didn't think to take off all of his armor before he actually tried to climb up. I think he attracted the attention of one of your guards, so we had to kill him. But this is what you get when you're a guard. And Ronaldo was great. Ronaldo and Vin were great, and how we killed him. We killed him straight away. And then another guy came out, and we killed him too. But, again, we were great. We did a good job. And Vin was proving to be much more superior than I, with his bow. He was a weapon, a living weapon with what he did. And then somehow this someone down below, he must have heard us. It could have been the screams as we killed the people. I'm not really sure. It could have been the fact that actually one of them didn't die straight away, but died when he hit the ground. Big splat. Oof. Landed on his head. Icky mess. And anyway, he rang the alarm, and we were like, oh no, we should run away. We should run away. But then Baburi came, and Baburi is unstoppable. Fuck that, we don't need to run away. We just kill everyone. But there was more people than we thought. And then of course, that big black thing. Oh, that was scary. But that's all right. We shot the bitch that sent it after us, and she had to run away. But meanwhile, the big black thing got us, and Ronaldo had to climb. Parkour is second nature to me. Even though I am an Impala rider, I can jump things even like my Impala. And I got back up onto the parapet. But Vin, he stayed to fight to the last, and then he decided it was time to run away. So he jumped off, and he didn't jump so well. He broke his leg, I think. I don't know. I heard him screaming, but I was a long way. And then the big black thing went and gobbled him up. And we did not see anything from poor Vin here, my poor cousin, for a long time. But that was all good, though, because he had casted this big sunlight. He'd casted this big sunlight spell that was all good until the bloody black thing ate it. It ate the fucking sunlight. Then we were in trouble again, but we killed it.
Yeah, thank you, Ronaldo. So like my friend here is saying, we were completely innocent, and your cards attacked us.
But there was more. The troll killed the black thing. Didn't you, troll?
He says yes.
And say not like bold not to take his kudos. But that's all right. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, if you give the money back, they'll promise that they'll give you a minimum of a year and a day's service. But they're not to be slaves.
Well, and they're not to bring us into disrepute either.
Oh, we don't need to do that.
So it's as far as I'm concerned, we're partners. They won't sell out their partners when we go back to Pavis.
Taliti smiles at you in this big, knowing smile and says, I will treat you like all of my partners.
Like Ronaldo treats his partners also? Are you like the same kind of breed?
She's a very civilized-looking Tarshite woman, so you would not necessarily think of her as the same breed as Ronaldo, but no, by Isseries, I say that I make a deal, and the deal always stands. Until there's a better deal, of course.
Yeah, I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all. I think she gets, she's going to sell us out and spin all sorts of lies
It's not like I can go anywhere. You've seen the size of my chest. I can't carry that shit on my back.
That's true.
That is true. I don't say it out loud, but yeah, hearing that story from Ronaldo, I don't think we are quite that innocent that I was
Nonsense. We're
hoping us
innocent.
to be.
I'm gonna go and check the rafter where Kocho's stuff is.
Okay, make a search roll. You notice that Fazila didn't actually know where the stuff was. It was Taleti that told you, and Fazila was quite surprised.
No, I didn't get my search.
No. Ronaldo says, Ronaldo and Ursha say, look, we'll find it for you. Don't worry. We'll only take a small finder's fee.
Should I get a bonus to that search roll, given that she's told me where it is?
Not just straight search, because it's still actually quite hard to find. The guy obviously did a good job of hiding it.
Okay.
That's the whole idea. When you're trying to hide a treasure, is you really do want to make it hidden, don't you? But I'm just having a quick look at Ronaldo, and Roll20's going a little bit slow today. Ursha's actually got a fairly shit search. But it's better than Ronaldo's. Hang on.
Bolg's got to have a good search, surely.
I wouldn't bet on it. No, it's better than the other two. No, he can't find it. Ursha says, leave it to the professionals.
Good job, Ursha.
Okay, what do we got there? 123 lunas. That was Kocho's treasure.
All right. 123 lunas.
Well, if you think to other bandits that you know, and Sindred the Sleeper, Baburi's cousin, he spent a bit of time amongst some bandits when they were on campaign together. He knew that guy Vidad and Tostin from over in Dragon Passway, and they'd been bandits for years, and they end up having to join the army to try and stay alive. So like, most bandits don't tend to have a lot, but whereas on the other hand, merchants do tend to have a fairly good bit of money, and obviously she's a lot more successful merchant than they were as bandits.
A luna's a luna.
Only good luna's a dead luna.
Mm-hmm.
She spits on her hand and sticks out her hand to you, Sandine, and offers it in sealing the deal.
Okay, so we've told her about the. Have we told her about the sorcerers back in Pavis yet?
Nope.
I'm wondering if they might know Fila or even this bird. So are you guys happy for them to join us for a little bit? For a year and a day? Hello? Is this thing on?
Hello? Yep. Yeah. I don't think they should join us, like, in our party. I don't think it'd be good to have adventures with them. But to, like, be here, hold the tower for us, I think would be really good. If we make this like our forward operation base.
Okay, so I'll ask them, do you think you can hold the tower by yourselves?
Not at all, but surely you'd want to hire some mercenaries to do so.
Of course, but to do so we'd need to travel back to Pavis, and we obviously can't leave the tower completely unguarded whilst we do so.
The three of us will stay, and we can always use the slaves to try and sort of keep a look of there being more people here than what there currently is. Yes, we can make it look right, even if it's not truly so. we wouldn't want to keep it too long, though, especially in darkness season. The trolls will be everywhere. No offense, big fella, or your little lady there, but we have had to see off troll attacks many times in the past.
Yeah, I mean, splitting the party is not a good idea, but it's probably a better bet.
Well, you can always leave Ronaldo, Usha, and Vin there.
And Billet, yeah.
And Billet, yep.
Yeah.
That gives Billet a chance to settle in and do a couple of spirity things.
Or he can scoot off to the to find his shaman guy.
Yeah, by himself. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's got one of the most powerful bite forces of any animal, so he should be good.
Yeah, except there's these things called ogres in the middle of where he's trying to get to.
See, that's why he's got an amazing dodge skill.
He decides that he's probably better off to stay here and spend a bit of time helping prepare the party for what may be to come.
Yeah, that sounds like the best idea, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We really might need her at some point when the witch comes back.
Yeah, he's actually not that. It's quite funny because he tries to bluff his way. I'll just play it out. Billet is like, I've killed her once, I can kill her again. Although not really used to having the people I kill sort of jump up and sort of disappear on me. It's not an issue. I'm all good. It's not an issue at all. I can do this. It's not an issue at all.
I won't point out that it wasn't actually him that did the deed.
I'm more than happy for him to take the glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little bit over the top in the acting. It reminds you of the comment that he said, it's not my fault. What am I expected to know? The universal thing for ransom is putting your hands up and saying ransom. Okay. But just for a bit of fun, Ronaldo says, Billet, you are so good when you put on such a story like that. So good. And gives him a long, slow clap.
We need to get Ronaldo bigging Billet up.
Okay. Oh, and we'll finish it there, and we can run the experience rolls, because basically the next few days to week will sort of take care of itself, and stay here a day or so just to sort of beef up and get your magic points back and heal up, and then bugger off back to the old city / real city to deal with the shit over there. So that'll be a week since the campaign actually started.